Hi everyone, I'm Shaylin here with Reedsy. Today I'm going to be talking about author media kits. This is also sometimes known as a press kit. Your author media kit is basically your all-purpose tool for book publicity. It's basically a straightforward way to interact with the press or anyone else who might be promoting your book, such as bloggers, reviewers, podcasts, and even bookstores. Basically, it's an assortment of information and media for anyone who wants details about you and your book. It's kind of like a dynamic, interactive business card on your website. Basically, you're going to assemble all the resources that a press outlet promoting your book might need and assemble them all in one place so they're easy to access. This makes journalists or bloggers' lives so much easier when working with you because you can just send them a link to your media kit rather than having to send them all the information individually, which can turn into kind of a long back and forth thread. Nowadays, media kits are pretty much all digital, so you can just link them on your website with Google Drive or Dropbox. So what should you include in your media kit? First of all is your bio. You want to keep this fairly concise, around 100 to 200 words, and we've got an entire video on the topic, so I'll leave a link to that for you to check out. With your bio, you also want to include a headshot. Author headshots don't have to be anything incredibly fancy. Many people even take them themselves, but make sure it's a good resolution. Number 2 is your contact information. This includes your full name, email address, links to your social media platforms, and your agents or any other representatives' names. The next thing you'll need is a sample Q&A. In order to put out a great interview, you have to give journalists something to work with. So in order to do this, provide a tip sheet. This is basically a document that offers a variety of discussion topics. This makes it so much easier for anyone interviewing you. They can look at this document and see your book's best talking points right away. Although this may kind of shatter the illusion, the truth is that journalists don't always read your book when they interview you about it. So provide them with 7 to 10 sample questions as well as sample answers. Plus, these are questions you know you have effective and interesting answers to, so you can produce the best interview possible. The next thing you'll need is your press release. This is the only time-sensitive aspect of your media kit, so make sure to update it after your book's release as the details start to change or no longer become relevant. You're basically only going to need this part when you're first releasing your book. The first thing you're going to need is a sample headline. This is something that kind of sums up the message of the book in a catchy, interesting way. You want it to be attention-grabbing, thought-provoking, and appealing. Basically like the headline of an article that would be interesting enough for you to click on it. Next up, you'll need a short synopsis. This is a concise synopsis about your book that highlights why it's unique and why it will appeal to readers. You can use comp titles here and focus on making it as interesting as possible. Next up, you'll need contact details. So basically, what does a journalist or reviewer have to do to contact you, learn more, or get a review copy? You can also include a cover image, features, angles, so basically anything newsworthy about your book, say it's based on a true story or something like that, and the book's details, so the publisher, publication date, price, and where the book is sold. I'll leave a link below to our blog post on media kits where you can take a look at some examples. Next up, you'll need photographs. Include each image as a standalone JPEG in both high and low res formats. You want to include your book's cover, promotional photos of your book, as well as your author headshot. Next up is a sell sheet. This is basically like your media kit's cheat sheet. It's a one-page document with all your book's details. Maybe even think of it as your book's resume. It's there for any blogger, retailer, or journalist who kind of just wants the details straight up without having to sift through your entire media kit. Include your name, the book's genre, the book's price, the page number, ISBN, publication date, synopsis, available format, retailers available, territories sold in, thumbnail of both the cover and your author photo, and excerpts from testimonials and reviews. And finally is your excerpt. Of course, you don't want to include the whole book here. Just the first few pages should do, but it should be enough to grab whoever's reading its attention. So now that you've assembled your media kit, here's what to do with it. First of all, make sure everything is formatted in a professional and aesthetically pleasing way. Then you can include it on your website, either in your About Me page or on a dedicated press page. If you receive any queries from journalists or reviewers, include a link to it in your initial email. And make sure to label all the files properly so it's as easy to navigate and use as possible. Remember to keep it up to date as the information changes, and if you need any more inspiration, you can look at authors of similar titles to see how they format their media kits. That's how to make an author media kit. I'll leave some more resources in the description for you to check out, both on media kits and just marketing in general. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos from us. We've got new writing, editing, and publishing tips every Tuesday and Friday. Until next time.